Puff had so much control over so many people in so many industries.
I know anything about the freak off. And they all look at me like, and they be like, well, how all these people you know was at the freak off, but you're the only one that wasn't at the freak off. And I thought about it for a minute. I said, oh my gosh, I'm ugly.
Fresh off the guard stage. That's my brother right here from day one. We used to wake up and, damn, pause, but like that's how. I mean, back in the days when he was like 10 and I was a little bit older, his older brother, we used to fight over the Frosted Flakes. You know what I'm saying? Before pause was invented. You know what I'm saying? But it's my brother for real. We used to actually wrestle off of the Frosted Flakes because he used to always get up early with me. Now he's one of the richest stars in the world. And
what the f did Puff just say? Nobody's gonna acknowledge this but me. Puff just said we used to wrestle over the Frosted Flakes. And we're streaming live. That was stupid. Listen, that was stupid. Listen.
We're having a good time, yo. Your usher made it in.
When Dave Chappelle talks, people pay attention. That's just the kind of presence he has. He has a way of telling hard truths while still making the room burst into laughter. But this time, the reaction wasn't just laughs, it raised eyebrows. Something shifted in the entertainment world after Sean Diddy Combs was taken into custody in New York. For years, Diddy was viewed as someone who...
Without a hitch last night, a sense of that there. No, inside everything was fine, outside everything was fine. And Kevin Hart decided that he was going to make jokes about, well, I mean, he's the host, right? So you have to sort of roast a little bit of someone who's in the audience because, well, this person is in a prison, actually right now sitting in a courtroom, and that's Diddy. Yes, he didn't say his name, but it was very clear to everyone who he was talking about here. Watch the reactions in the room.
Diddy was a big part of this culture. You know,
right.
His after parties, were a part of the BET experience. So, life comes at you fast, but, Kevin had to address the elephant in the room.
By the way, we should say, the Diddy after parties that happen after award shows, that's not what the trial is about. Those weren't freak-offs. The trial is something separate, but still, nobody wanted to be seen as laughing at him.
couldn't be touched, powerful, connected, untouchable. Now he's sitting in jail. The charges against him are serious. There's no bail, no release, no quick way out. And suddenly, the whole industry feels different. Money deals, close friendships, rumors about private recordings. One by one, it's all coming out, and none of it looks good. While everyone focused on Sean Diddy Combs and his fall from power, another conversation quietly started gaining attention, and it centers around Dave Chappelle. Dave isn't just a stand-up comedian. He's known for saying what others won't. And when he recently stepped onto the stage at Saturday Night Live, it didn't feel like he was simply telling jokes. Beneath the laughter, there was something sharper, subtle comments that carried real weight. People began asking, does he know more than he's letting on? And it wasn't only Diddy's name that came up. Kevin Hart was mentioned too, quietly, almost in passing, but enough to get people talking. To fully understand what Dave may have been hinting at, you have to look back at who Diddy was before the handcuffs. He wasn't just a celebrity, he defined the moment. Sean Diddy Combs built his brand from the ground up and turned it into a powerhouse. Music labels, clothing lines, major liquor deals. He had...
And scary is the right word. It feels like, and I'm not being dramatic, it feels like I'm storming the beach of Normandy, World War II. But I gotta keep a happy expression on my face all the time. So imagine all the dangers storming the beach, but I still look like this. The bullets are whizzing by and stuff is exploding. I'm just like, and then every once in a while something terrible happens. Pow! And I'm like, oh no! Puffy got hit! And Puffy be like, oh, keep going, Playboy. I kicked the and forgot about it. I've I've been in trouble in my day. Well, I've been in a lot of trouble in my day, but man, let me tell you something. This guy, Puffy, buddy, this guy is in an enormous amount of trouble. I don't think I've ever seen anything like this. They got this guy in a RICO case by himself. A lot of my friends ask me, they say, Dave, did you know anything about those freak off parties? And I'd be like, nah, man. I didn't know anything about the freak off. And they all look at me like, and they be like, well, how all these people you know was at the freak off, but she's the only one that wasn't at the freak off. And I thought about it for a minute. I said, oh my gosh, I'm ugly. That's a tough way to find that out. Can you imagine if you were me reading the newspaper and found out everyone in Hollywood had an orgy behind your back? Like none of y'all called me? Well, it really hurts. I'm glad they didn't call me though, because the stories that come out about it are crazy. I saw one thing on the internet, so I'm not sure this is true. Probably doubt it's true, but I saw it. Some guy who said he knew Puff was like, yeah, man. He's like, I was at the freak off one time and I went in the back room and Puff was in there with Carl Winslow, with Dad from Family Matters. He was smashing and I was like, Puff, what are you doing? And he was like, yeah, it feels good to make another man do your bidding. And I was like, oh my God. Carl Winslow from Family Matters was there and I wasn't invited?
Had influence in both Hollywood and hip-hop, and his phone book read like a who's who of the industry. Diddy wasn't just wealthy, he was powerful, and if you were part of his close circle, doors opened fast. Being around him could launch your career overnight. But now, that same inner circle doesn't look so glamorous. What once seemed like a golden ticket is starting to feel more like a setup.
It was a movie that had been on my desk that all I had said was, just, can we take some of this step and fed out? And then I can do it. Like, it don't need to be overtly homosexual. I'm not homosexual. It doesn't.
A video has been circulating online, and it has people talking. In the clip, Sean Diddy Combs and Kevin Hart are standing beside a bed in what appears to be a hotel room. The moment feels uncomfortable. Kevin seems unsure of what to say. At one point, he hesitates and tells viewers to make the call themselves. He also makes it clear he's not okay with the trafficking allegations being discussed. Then he adds something serious. If federal authorities are involved, there must be something real behind it. In his words, they wouldn't step in without a reason. That didn't sound like comedy. It sounded like a serious statement. For years, the same influence and power that lifted Diddy to the top made him seem untouchable. But now that power is under a microscope. Federal investigators are reportedly looking deeper, suggesting the empire may not have been built on business alone, but also on pressure, control, and keeping people quiet. And now, that quiet is starting to fade.
Any drug or narcotic you want is available. But you just start seeing groups of arrive, male, female, and you just start seeing people pairing off and start doing what they do. And if I'm at one of these events with a male and my principal is a man, I'll go wait in the car, because like, look, bro, I'm not here for the swinger party. You feel me? And then, you don't want to be the straight guy in a party where everybody else is rainbow, because when they start hitting on you, now you're the jerk. You never want to be that guy. You got to be a gentleman at all times until it's time to get vicious if necessary. So I never directly was paid by him or worked